What is going on, YouTube? This is Jim back with another quick video. Today looking at another limited edition. This one, The Surge 2 by Deck 13. Those are the guys who brought us Lords of the Fallen, which is a sort of Dark Souls game. It was definitely on the easier end of the spectrum. Lords of the Fallen and The Surge, very similar in nature, that they were those Dark Soul type games that had a leveling system, permadeath mattered, that sort of thing. The Surge was a very interesting variant on a lot of those Soulsborne games because it didn't take place during medieval times. It took place in a dystopian future in which humans used augmented machine parts and exoskeletons to enhance their abilities and fight. Interesting game. It was met with sort of okay critical reactions. It was in the low 70s on Metacritic. I liked it. I didn't beat it, but I enjoyed it. The Surge 2 interests me only because I think that it definitely is better than the first Surge. Hopefully at least. And I know that Surge was better than Lords of the Fallen. So hopefully Deck 13 has continued to build upon this craft, really continuing to embrace the things that make those Soulsborne games so great and make them even better. So weird that they sort of leaked this, sort of didn't. But anyways, here it is. It's the limited edition. Now, interestingly enough, it's only offered as a limited edition, which makes me wonder if this is going to be a budget title. Because the normal asking price, at least on the GameStop website, which can be ordered right now, is $60 US. And comes with this limited edition only at GameStop. So you can get it for your Xbox or you can get it for your PlayStation. I don't know if it's coming to computer in the limited edition. Probably not. GameStop doesn't typically deal with PC games, but anyways. I suspect this will be a $40 game without all this stuff, but if not, it's a pretty good deal considering that the game would have been $60 anyway. So what are you going to get inside the box? Well, not a whole lot, but I like that they're trying to throw stuff in there, trying to build a little bit of hype about this game because it's going to need some help, I think, to get to that level. So you're going to get the Surge 2 in an exclusive sleeve, which is really one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. You could see there it actually slides off. Now, a lot of games give you these hard plastic sleeves. I do not like these at all compared to a steelbook, and I don't because they're obnoxious to use. It's hard to slide the game back into the sleeve when it's not in use. A lot of times the artwork just complements the cover of the game. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite comes to mind, where it was a sleeve of some of the characters fighting, and then when you put the sleeve down over the steelbook, it kind of accentuated the art, but it wasn't really required. So you could see there it has a kind of a black border, looks like this. It's hard to tell what it is, honestly. It looks almost like this purple, maybe just like corridors of like a mechanized hallway or something. And it has a border around it. But you could see as they slide up the sleeve, it still says Focus on the bottom. It still says Deck 13 on the bottom. It just says Limited Edition. All it's going to do is slide around the regular box art. I don't think it really accentuates anything. So I'd say that's kind of a hit or miss. You're going to get an exclusive cover, which the cover now slides in front of the sleeve, in front of the game, so that you could, if you were displaying it with front facing, this piece here would slide into here and make one image, and it would cover up the actual traditional box art. The length that they went to do this, I don't know why you didn't just give us a steelbook. It's what we wanted. We don't want this. This is kind of weird. This in of itself would never really be used for anything. It's just probably a thin piece of plastic, very similar to the same material that's used for the exclusive sleeve. But I guess if you wanted to display it, this is almost like a poor man's steelbook. I don't know. It's kind of weird. You're also going to get an 8-page comic book, Out of the Ashes, which I assume probably ties up the events of the first game to the second one. Without giving away any spoilers, the first game does have some sort of a decision to it. We're not really sure what the canon is. We're not sure if this is a true sequel, if it's the same character with Warren. We're not really entirely sure. But you're going to get a little comic book that probably bridges some of the gaps. You're also going to get a double poster with artwork and game map. Keep in mind, though, that since this is being sold in a standard retail box, in this case, they're showing the PlayStation variant. It's not a very big poster. It's going to have a lot of seams and stuff on it because it's going to be folded up in just a standard case. Now, I know the Xbox games are a little bit smaller in terms of the case size, so I'm curious to see what they do. Maybe that's why they picked a little bit smaller size. I'm also curious on the Xbox variant how the limited edition cover and everything, I would assume they're all shrunk down to match that smaller case size. You're also going to get 3 lithographs, which I think is cool. This would be, I think, probably the best part of it. If you're really a fan of the Surge, then, you know, these are probably things that you would really appreciate to display. I don't know if hardcore fans would, you know, as a real collector, would you frame these? Would you display these? It's hard to say, but it does have a very unique art style, and the Surge does really follow a very dystopian future of things that were promised that didn't come to fruition. This, you know, this faraway space base type thing and this oasis on Earth. So you're getting stuff that looks more like promotional art, which is cool. These would be the things you would see hanging up on the wall. You know, think of like when you're walking through an airport and you see a big poster of like, come to Orlando or visit Malibu. These would be the kind of things you would expect to see. Out of all this, I think that's probably the most exciting thing. But until we know what the standard price of the game is, which I'm going to go with $40 here, you got to ask yourself, is this worth that delta? I don't know. For me, probably not. Like I said, I wasn't a huge fan of the Surge. I mean, it was okay. I like that genre of game. It just didn't like blow me away. But you know what? It's cool, and they're getting ahead of the E3 news, and they're saying, you know what, we're going to put this out here now, and I think it's a great idea. So if you're interested in the Surge 2, I'll put a link in the description box below. You can check it out. Go to GameStop and pick it up. It's available September 24th here in the States, and I assume worldwide, and I know there's going to be a computer version launch of it, but don't hold your breath on the limited edition. So there you guys have it. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you're interested in the Surge 2 limited edition, or even if you even heard of the Surge 1, you know. Maybe this is a great time to jump into the series, and it was a serviceable game. So with that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.